everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have another card for you. This is a pocket card that we are going to create. I haven't even stamped on this yet, so I'm not sure what occasion I'm going to use it for, but I wanted to show you how to make this. Very simple, and it's kind of fun to be able to pull out and have a smaller card to use. And I am using the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. That is in the mini catalog that is still available through June 30th. This is my favorite pattern, but unfortunately that's my last piece of that, so we're going to use another version out of that stack of paper. So let's go ahead and talk about our dimensions and our colors. For the base, I am using basic gray. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have another piece of the Fine Art Floral paper. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have cut another piece of the basic gray. This is actually a square that I cut in half diagonal. So this was 3 1/2 square. And then another piece of the DSP that was 3 1/4 square. And I just cut those diagonally in half to make that little pocket that we're going to create. And then the card itself is a piece of basic white. This is cut 3 1/4 by 8 1/2, and I've scored it at 4 1/4, so you can fold it. It's kind of like a mini, mini size card. And then I also took another piece of that Designer Series paper and I cut that 3 by 4 to kind of make our little layer there. And then I've used a couple of our layering squares, and I've embossed this one with one of my favorite embossing folders. This is the Painted Texture. I don't know if you can see that, but it gives such a nice texture to the white. And then the bundle that I'm using today is the Pretty Perennials. So I'm using some of the flowers out of here and then the dies. Alright, so let's go ahead and start our assembly. I'm going to grab my liquid glue. I like to use the liquid glue so I've got a little bit of wiggle room when I put my layers together. All of this paper is so pretty, and it goes so well with that embossing folder. That was actually the suite that was showcased with the embossing folder in our mini catalog. Okay, so we're going to take this piece of DSP. Yeah, I haven't decided what occasion I'm going to use it for, but sometimes it's nice to just have a little stash of cards ready to go when you need it. While I'm putting layers together, I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. Oops, running out of my glue here. And let's lay that on top of the white. Oh, I did not. Oops, it's getting stuck down here. Whoa. I did not mean for that to slip all over the place. Okay, let me just give that a nice press. Alright, so for the pocket, I'm going to use our tear and tape. I'm going to grab my scissors. I like to use my scissors with my tape. So I'm going to put it around the two little corners here. So the bottom and then the other side. That looks good. Okay, you can always fold it back on itself because you can see that little edge is coming off. Take my piercing tool, let me back that up. Oh, come on. I had it. There we go. Alright, and then we are just going to line this up flush with the bottom of that gray. Okay, so there's your pocket. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss so we can go ahead and do that. Let's put this together while I have it out here. Add some glue to that. Pretty quick card if you have your pieces pre-prepped. I mean, you can really whip whip these out. It's pretty hot in my craft room. I wonder if that's why my layers are just popping away here. Alright, let me grab my machine. Okay, should have pulled out the mini. Alright, so we are going to do our die cutting. So I have a scrap here of curry, and I'm going to take the two flowers. Let's see. The large one and then the other layer, and we're going to run those through in the curry. Like I said, I just grabbed a scrap. I was looking at the colors in the designer series paper, and a couple of them are the in colors that retired. But if you have some of those still around, you could definitely use those. They're gorgeous. I love the pretty peacock. Alright, let me get these little pieces out of our way. Alright, and now I have a piece of Mossy Meadow. I'm going to take these two little leaf dies, and we're going to need 3 leaves, so I'll do the 2, and then we'll do another one here. Okay, perfect, that one came off. Alright, and then I do want to do a center for our flower. I actually wonder, I'll scrap here of the peacock, so let's just do that. We'll take that little center piece. That should look okay. I was looking at my original, and since I changed the color scheme a little bit, I forgot about the center. Okay, so let's pop out my little leaves here. This room gets so humid that sometimes between me and the temperature in here, we get a little clumsy with stuff. Okay, we can pull these back in. Let's move those. Alright, now let me grab my adhesive. I'm going to put some on the back of our layered squares. You could actually use whatever shape you wanted here, too. We're going to place that there. Grab that liquid glue again, and I'm just going to put a little bit around the center. And hopefully, oh look, line that right up. I'm going to put a touch on the back of this center. And then I'm going to set a block on that because, and I think that already moved, because it's hot in here. Okay, so now for the little leaves, I'm going to use my glue dots. That usually is quick for me, quick and easy. So I'm going to put each leaf into a glue dot, and then I'm going to grab another glue dot with my piercing tool, and I'm just going to sit it right on top. So they have one on the front and the back, so that they'll be nice and easy to put to my flower. Okay, so now that that sat a moment, oh, I dropped it. We're going to put one of those there, and then we're going to take our other two, whoopsie, grab this one off, and let's put that one there as well. Alright, then let's grab some dimensionals. And then we'll be about done. I love this. I think this is the cutest little pocket card. And then you can still decide, you know, if you have an occasion to use it for, you can stamp. There's some great sentiments for mixing words in the stamp set. I'll show you those. Okay, let's do that. There's our little card. Now on the inside, I'm going to grab this flower, and I think I'll use the crushed curry, since we used that on the front. Might as well keep the color going. And then once I decide what sentiment I want to put, I can stamp that as well. Okay, so there is our little pocket card. And let me show you. If you do have this bundle and you want to use some sentiment, you can mix and match all of these words to stamp on the inside. You could also choose to do some stamping on the square instead of the flower like I did. But I absolutely love this, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's pocket card. Let's get my original in here as well, so you can do this with any colors. You can find a full supply list in the description of my video, and of course I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.